Memento Mori, Part 3. Hey guys, it's Sandy with Mindset Matters More, and we are on the final segment of Memento Mori. And what does that mean? Remember, you must die. That is the sentiment of just remembering your mortality, remembering that we have a finite time. And so I'm giving you guys tools on how to do that, on how to align yourself with what your life could be like, should be like, and really just thinking about that moment where time is finite, that moment where it's finito, it's done. So today's tool is a little bit more upbeat. So tool number one was really thinking about, up until today, what would you regret? Because what are you regretting in this moment? Tool number two was asking us to look into the future, to the day on our deathbed, we're 100 years old, and what would we regret if nothing changed, right? So we continue to live our life like this in the state of regret and really owning that capacity to be able to shift that, okay? Now here's the third question, the third tool for you guys. If you live to really old again, you're 100 years old and you're on your deathbed and you have lived an amazing, wonderful life. You did everything that you wanted to do and you experienced everything what you wanted to. Like everything was just perfect and beautiful. You loved, you cherished, you had all the joy and all the laughter and all the peace and happiness that you could ever hope to have in one lifetime. What did you accomplish? What did you do? How did you live? Who was around you? Where were you? What did you see? What did you do? And this tool right here, so potent. It's so powerful because we get to start identifying what the real goal of our life is. What is the real true power in our lives? What is it that we really want to strive for? What are the things that matter the most to our soul? Are you thinking, man, I'm so glad I worked 90 hours. I'm so glad that I bought that Lamborghini. I'm so glad that I, whatever your dream is. What is it that you really did? When I did this, for me, it was the ability to love on all my family as much as possible. That I gave them so much love, that I was there for them when they needed me. That was really what was important to me. That was number one. Number two was all the traveling I did and all the foods I got to eat and the way that I learned to take care of my body and movement and got strong and helped people. Those were the things that I really cared about. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the clothes, the cars, fame, fortune. None of that. Because you know what? On your deathbed, you ain't taking that shit. None of it. But it was more, how did I make people feel? When they were around me, did they feel safe? Did they feel loved? Did they feel worthy? Did I uplift? Did I care? Those were the things that I really wanted to be in my life. Like the person who's doing the leaf blowing outside. That's so annoying. But you know what? I love them. Good for them. And I get to have my podcast. And I get to be kind and generous and loving. And you know what? Say, hey, whatever. This is real, raw. This is how it is. I get to be cool, calm, collected rather than yell at the guy and be like, come back later. And do I get to practice that every day for the rest of my life? Just loving on people who don't even know that I'm there. Those are the things that you get exposed to when you start to think of, okay, it's the last day. And then I get to cultivate that. I get to look at, oh my God, okay, so I didn't realize that I wanted to go to Morocco. Like I don't know where that idea came from, but that, like, I like in my head, like on my deathbed, I'm like, yeah, I got to go to Morocco. I got to go to India. I got to go to, I want to go to Antarctica. Yeah, but that's been a dream that I've known about for a while now. Point is that this one actually starts to show you what are the things that you want out of your life. These are the things that, like, you should strive for, the real things you should strive for. Not looking at it through the lens of, oh, I regret not doing this. But now that I know I have the power to change everything, now that I know my happiness is contingent on what I do, what is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to accomplish? What are the things that I want to see, hear, smell, taste, touch, love? What is it that I want? And you get that perspective when you realize that time is finite. You don't have a million years. You don't have a lifetime in eternity. You don't have that. Your soul does, but you do not. This iteration of you, if you believe in that kind of thing, doesn't have infinite time. And we need to stop living like we've got time, because we don't. We don't have time to hate ourselves. We don't have time to let people bother us. We don't have time to put off our dreams till tomorrow. We don't have time. This is such a short time. It might feel like a really long time, but trust me, it goes in the blink of an eye. Like, it feels like yesterday that my daughter was born, and she's like a full adult now with an adult job. Like, how the fuck did that happen? It goes by so fast. And if you haven't noticed that it's going by fast, well, man, good for you for living in the present. Good for you for being so present to time that it slows down for you. But remember, it's still going to come for you anyways. Death, undefeated. So guys, what do you think? What do you want to accomplish in your life? When you think about that last day that you lived fully, starting from this point on, when you made the decision and you were like, yes, what did you do? What did you accomplish? Live that fantasy. Start planning. Start living it. Let me know what you guys think. All right? Love you guys. Bye.